When I was younger, I did a lot of skateboarding and it helped me become the man I am today. So here are 5 lessons that I got from the skateboarding. Number 1 is that style matters. And I don't mean style in the whole vanity sense. I mean your lifestyle, the way you walk, the way you talk. These things are going to be magnetic to people who are like you. I learned this because my favorite skater was Ben Cato. He didn't do the biggest rails and he didn't do the biggest tricks, but what he did have was a punk grunge style that was super magnetic to me. He was creative and thought of tricks with personality that other people wouldn't have. And a lot of the times, style actually beats skill. So think of Galaxy phones. They have the best cameras, the best zooms, the best this, the best that. But a lot of people opt for Apple because they're sleek, they're minimal, and they're easy to use. If you think of something like FA, the brand, they had these analog film style cameras and that helped them stand out when everybody was trying to do HD. Style matters because you can stand out in a crowd, communicate with a certain type of person, and connect with the people who you value most. Number 2 is it's not the best people who rise, it's the ones who dare. My friend Joseph Jismehian was one of the best skateboarders that I knew. He was jumping off of roofs, doing rails, and then he tore his ACL. So our company was in shambles. I had absolutely no one to skate for the company. So the only thing logical for me to do was to stand up and do it myself. As the brand owner, I wasn't gonna put that responsibility on anybody else. So it was time for me to level up. So as a result from that, I realized that it's not the best people, it's not the people who have this talent that they were born with who rise to the top. It's the ones who choose to dare. It's the ones who look at the biggest hill, the biggest rail, the biggest jump, and say, you know what? If he can do it, then I can do it too. They try it, they probably fail time and time again, but in the end, they're better than they were before. So I tried bigger and bigger things. I tried Baxter Street, the 5th steepest hill in California, and I didn't end up doing it. But I ended up doing Filbert Street, which is the 10th steepest hill on that same list. So for you, don't look at the stars and say, how did they get there? Say, if they can do it, I could do it too. It's not the best ones who rise, it's the ones who dare. The 3rd lesson is consistency creates control. So control, board control, came for me from being on the skateboard all the time. One of my best times of my whole skateboarding career was not when I was trying to do the biggest things, but when I was just having fun and I was consistently skating. But if I took a few days off or even a week off, it would take me a little bit to get back in that groove. This concept of consistency creating control is in every part of our lives. If you make videos very often, it'll be easy for you to make videos. If you're lifting weights consistently, you're gonna feel confident and more secure about lifting heavier. And it's probably better to do a little bit of schoolwork every day than to try and bust it all out in one night. Your brain is gonna be fried. A little bit every day beats the one guy who's just trying to go all out for one. Consistency creates control. Number 4 is proximity nurtures growth. Iron sharpens iron, and so does one man to another. When I was around Joseph and Adrian and all of these fantastic skaters, I naturally got better. And it's the same way with almost everything in life. If you hang out with 2 millionaires, you're gonna become the 3rd. If you hang out with 2 smokers, you're gonna become the 3rd. Proximity to people on a high level is gonna put you on a high level. Proximity to people on a low level, if you let it, will get you down to that level too. So remember, proximity nurtures growth both up and down. Be careful. Number 5 is pay for the story. Sometimes it's okay to get injured. Sometimes it's okay to have a financial loss if the story is completely epic. As an example, we did a pop-up on Fairfax Avenue and we didn't make that much money from the pop-up, but being able to say that we were on Fairfax Avenue gave us authority, which in turn the authority was able to open doors for us in the future. So sometimes taking a financial loss in the short term is going to give you a story that opens up doors for you. So don't be afraid to pay for the story because the story is gonna pay you. Number 6 is fun gets it done. So my friend Joseph Jismehian was the best skater I knew. And part of the reason why he was so good at skating is because he wasn't taking it so seriously. He was actually enjoying himself and having fun throughout the whole process. And later on, when I started skating, I was taking it so seriously and it was so stressful. And that's when I realized that actually having fun and not taking stuff so seriously will get you a better result. It's not the guy who's super stressed out, high cortisol, that's gonna get it done. It's the Chad who is just having a good time during his skate session and is feeling good about what's next. I actually came to learn that this is a part of neuroscience. When you're stressed out and you're trying so hard to complete things, your fight or flight response kicks in, which in turn makes you less creative and you don't have as many resources to solve the problems that you're facing. So being level-headed, having a good time is actually gonna help you solve those problems. Whether you're at school, whether you're skateboarding, whether you're working, in everything that you're doing, having a sense of playfulness will actually help bring you victory. Number 7 is that a new chapter is always welcome. You see, I really wanted to be a pro or at least recognized in the skateboarding world. But when I was a senior in high school, it didn't really happen. I realized that I had to die to that part of myself and open a new chapter where I had more opportunity. I had poured so much of my identity into being this creative skateboarding guy, and when it didn't work out, I had to die to the part of myself that wanted all of those big tricks and the recognition. And I had to just open a new chapter, giving myself kudos for my effort and moving on. It taught me not to be scared of those new chapters, but to embrace them. You'll make it through and you're in good hands. And the last thing I learned from my time in skateboarding was number 8, that memories are the best with company. If you think about your life and your most favorite memories, all of them are gonna be with other people. When is your best memory gonna be you alone working in your room? And that helped me realize to cherish the moments that I have with the people around me, because I had a time in skateboarding where I had all my friends and that went away. So it's important to realize that even if you have all of that money, without any company, what does it matter? Enjoy the people around you, make memories, go be active, be fun and laugh, and just have a good time. Memories are best with company. All right, those are the 8 lessons I learned from skateboarding. Peace out, God bless. I wanna say thank you to Mr. James for letting me use his truck here for the backdrop. Is there anything that you wanna say, James?
God is good all the time. All the time, God is good.